Hello guys, and what is up? This is Silence Pew Pew and we're coming at you with another video. Today guys, we are going to be playing Axis and Allies 1942 Online Edition. If you guys recall from last game, we were super close to winning. Unfortunately, some bad and some good things happened. Russia decided to not attack me at all, which is bad because now their force is slightly stronger. The worst part being is that I can't just blitzkrieg through Western Russia. I actually have to fight my way through it, which is where three of my tanks are. Like I said, that's unfortunate. However, not a big deal. Okay, not a showstopper. I was hoping that they would just kind of kill themselves out of here or pull those guys back. They didn't. Not a big deal, like I said. Next biggest thing, Japan United Kingdom here decided to attack Persian. Okay, uh, they lost massively. They sent in like 4 tanks, and somehow I managed to pull off and kill all of them in 2 rounds, and I only lost an infantry dude from it. Pretty amazing. Don't know how that happened. We're just gonna move on past that. Then, after they literally had just this and I want to say they only had 1 infantry here. They might not have had any infantry. Actually, let me just quick go back. Yeah, they had just a tank, a fighter, and then an anti-air, and they chose to pull units out of here, send them on a transport to attack this territory up here. Yes, that is right. They sent like 2 tanks and 2 infantry on a bombardment mission from this territory here. Their transport was here. They pulled them off this island here, took them up, bombarded to attack one single dude when they had 2 tanks here already. Or they had other transports. It's crazy to me that they did that because they could have had this territory that turn. Either way, now they want me to help them defend this territory for some reason. I don't really know why. Regardless, though, so those were the 2 bad things that happened so far. Third bad thing, United States apparently got another transport somewhere and decided to send them down to Morocco. That's an issue, but that's an issue that's going to slowly become a bigger issue. So we'll see how that ends up going. But I think for the most part we should be fine. I have decided though, I have enough units to take this out. Whether I actually do or not, I don't really know, but we're gonna say we do. So we're gonna buy. Fuck it. We're just gonna buy a bunch of tanks this time and 1 infantry. We want a bunch of tanks. We've got a bunch of infantry tanks because they move fast and they will help us get around the map. Okay. We don't have anywhere close to the capacity yet to start building up a navy. Maybe next round we might be able to start fighting them, but we should already be. We might win by the end of this round, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to draft up my combat movement here and then fill you guys in on what we're doing. Okay, so as you can see here, they have a total of 7 troops, or 7, 11 troops plus a fighter. That fighter can be a bit of a problem here. As you can see, though, we are sending in 4 tanks in total, 5 fighters, 2 bombers, and 2 infantry. Now, the biggest thing here is we will be losing all of our infantry, I'm sure, and everything but 1 tank, and hopefully my 2 bombers can stay alive as well. If we have to lose all of the fighters and everything like that, then it's perfectly fine. We'll continue on with the attack. Worst case scenario, I don't get the territory and Japan conquers it. That's going to suck. But it's not going to be too big of a deal because I really do need that industrial complex back there to help keep my top of the map safe and also apparently Africa now safe as well. Either way, though, this should be a big enough attack that we do take this territory or extremely close to it to where 3 tanks can probably roll in. Next one, and this one may be a total loss. We'll see how this goes. We're going to send in 3 tanks and a fighter, and hopefully take West Russia. If we do that, Russia's completely out of the game. Boom, we're done. Okay, if it doesn't happen, oh well again. Like I said, we'll see how it goes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that could not have gone better at all. We took their capital from them. I mean, just look at this. We lost 2 infantry dudes and 2 tanks in that battle. I don't know how that happened. I was expecting to lose at least 1, maybe 2 fighters. They just, and I think this sucks because this happens to me all the time too. But I guess it all evens out in the end. Um, their first round of attack, their 9 infantry, 2 artillery, and 1 fighter, all missed, and that would have pissed me off if I was them. Okay, I'd be like, how? That's not even mathematically. That's crazy. Anyways, I understand it's all chance. Um, so I'm happy about that. I'm sure if another player was playing though, they would not be. Um, Either way, Russia is dead now completely. We were able to take the other territory surprisingly, so that's amazing. And we're gonna see if we can. Okay. So, as you can see, we've pretty much completed all of our movements. Unfortunately, we've got these 5 tanks that are just kind of going to be sitting here for a bit. I am going to place most of my tanks here. Uh, yeah, in this territory here. Reason for that, I want to be able to combat this and this area here. Um, the United States, unfortunately, they're going to do another naval invasion, and I don't know where they're coming in at. If they come to either one of these 2 territories, we're ready for them. This one will be a little bit harder of a battle to win. We do have 8 infantry there, though, so that's not necessarily guaranteed, but that should be 2 hits. This should be 1 hit. So like 3 hits or so. The bombardment, though, is an issue. Again, these 2 battles are just going to be if they do it, it's going to be so close. It really is going to be completely up to the dice on how bad they win or how bad I win. It's just going to be one or the other. I'm going to barely win. They're going to barely win. Is logically what it should be. Regardless, though, we're going to go ahead and start deploying these tanks. So we're going to deploy 2 tanks up here. Go ahead and get an infantry in here too, actually, and then the rest of the tanks will go here. I do realize that they... Actually, I'm going to cancel that on 2 of them because now they are scaring me with Italy there. My whole underbelly here side is exposed. My head's exposed. My legs are exposed. The only thing that's really not exposed anymore is my chest, which we initially exposed in the very beginning of the game because I said, oh, they won't attack there. They don't have a big enough a force yet. Sure enough, they did. When they did have big enough a force, I wasn't ready to defend it. And now I feel like I'm just wasting units sitting them over here because they're attacking here or down here anyways. So I gotta defend too much stuff right now. Either way, hopefully the United Kingdom doesn't attack me. If they do, they'll suicide themselves more than likely into this. They might be able to take this territory, actually, which if they take that territory, that'd be the biggest help to them, or they just stock up units here again. That's pretty much all they can do. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. We're just going to wait to see what the rest of the game, or how the rest of the turn goes. Like I said, we may win this turn. We'll see. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so kind of just like I figured, although the United States kind of is falling right into our trap, we are probably going to let them take this territory here. As you can see, they did do a naval invasion per se on this territory here, which was kind of a waste. However, that's the biggest thing is we need to keep them. We want them to think that they're doing actual good and they're actually doing these naval invasions. Biggest thing now is I think I might be able to, and this could be me throwing something way out there that's crazy. How much money do I have? I have 80. Okay, I have 80 dollars. If I get 2 battleships, those two battleships will be able to take some damage before I die. Two battleships. How much do battleships? Are they 24? Oh, that's air. They're 20 in this game. Okay, cool. So 20. Actually, if I got three of them would be able to withstand this and this other destroyer that comes in as well. Um, and they can't get to me with other stuff in time. Three battleships may change the game here and may be able to help me stop them from doing these naval invasions. The United States is not getting much poorer. They're actually getting a bit richer, which is unfortunate. Um, Russia's dead, though. United Kingdom is starting to hurt. So that's the good thing there. Okay. That's what we're going to stick with. Okay, we're going to do our combat movements, and then we'll catch you guys up. Okay, so I was thinking I could probably take this territory here. However, I don't want to. It'll just cripple me more than I want it to. So we're gonna let Japan deal with it. Japan will probably be able to attack, and I think they'll get really close to taking it this time, especially if they do a naval invasion. They may just barely miss out, but I think they'll barely take it. I mean, with 6 tanks and stuff, but the United Kingdom will put more units there. They'll probably put another fighter, possibly more tanks and infantry. Just depends. They do have $20, so they could put one fighter, one tank, and one infantry, and not break their, not completely. Then that's not even spending all their money anyways. Or they might throw another artillery down there, which wouldn't make much sense. You just go with infantry at that point, because you're not attacking. Artillery is only good for if you're attacking, but I don't really like artillery too much. And if I didn't have to build it, or if I had if it wasn't in the game, it wouldn't affect me much. We're not going to do any combat movement though. Actually, we're just gonna just do a little bit of redeploying of my forces, um, and then that's going to be it. So we're going to do non-combat movements here. Okay, pretty much not much is going to change. We are going to. I was hoping that I could make it to this territory here in time, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I could move a couple fighters because I do have 5 right there. If I move 2 there, that should pretty much guarantee me the holding of it. I just don't want to lose a gear. We'll take the chance of losing the plane just to hold that territory for a little bit longer. Cool. So either way, this is pretty much all the movements we're gonna do. Now we're just gonna mobilize our troops and place down. Oh, I put 3 there. What the heck? I didn't want to put 3. Okay, whatever. There's 3 there now. So all 3 of my battleships going up here. 2 infantry, and then no, I don't want to focus on helping them take that. We're gonna drop my 2 tanks here for now. Like I said, we shouldn't need anything else here for a bit. It'd be nice if we could get a couple more tanks, so each of them could have 7, and then each of those could have 10 infantry, but we don't really need that right now. Biggest thing is that they can't attack Germany, because if they take Germany, even with just 1 fucking troop, that'll be... Shit, they can. Fuck. There's not anything I can do about that. If they pull troops off of there to take Germany, that'll be a huge problem. However, that'll be a situation. Oh, wait a minute. No, they'd have to fight their way through. That's right. That's part of the reason I did that. Man, I keep doing this to myself. Okay, cool. So this is the end of round 11. I don't know that we're gonna be able to. Well, this is the end of my round 11. We'll see if Japan takes this territory. If they do, then we win. If they don't, then it's another video. Okay, guys, so we're gonna quick play round 12 here. I'm gonna make this take as few turns or few times as possible here, but so they did it. They took all of their troops off except for 1 infantry dude off of Norway here, and ended up attacking France. here, and it kind of happened exactly like I thought. I said it was going to be a very, very close battle, and one of us was only going to win just barely. Technically, I would have won. However, they took another two transports that were here, filled them up, and dropped them over here as well, which would have made me the winner if that wasn't the case. However, we lost it. We've got plenty of infantry and tanks here to take it back. Not a big deal. The issue now is they've consolidated their naval fleet. Three destroyers, my bad, two cruisers, three cruisers still, because of United Kingdoms, and then one battleship. I cannot beat that with three battleships. If I brought in my two fighters, maybe, but either way, we're just going to take France back. Japan did attack this territory here and weakened it pretty good. So, I think my forces should be able to take them here. We'll see. We'll see exactly what we're gonna do here. But either way, really for the most part, infantry or anything we do now is just kind of um, delaying the game per se. We are gonna go ahead and buy some more tanks here, and that's gonna be pretty much it. We don't need much else. The game should pretty much be over as long as we can take the territories that we. Okay, so there we go. We took India. I figured I'd just throw an attack here. If we lose everything there, oh well. They can't do much. Biggest thing though, that I just now kind of thought of, and it's a little too late. They do have a tank and an infantry guy here. Um, if for some reason I win this battle and just barely win it, and there's only a tank there, they'll probably end up taking France right back, which will make this go into round 13. Or they might be able to attack Italy here if I can only place down those two guys, which is the case, unfortunately. And my two battleships I'm going to put up here because I need my fleet to be completely consolidated as well, or there's no chance for my fleet to do anything either. However, it was probably just a waste of money to put the fleet anyways because we should be winning this turn. We'll see how it goes. As you can see, very easy battle. They didn't hit. That's fine. Big issue though. I completely overkilled. Who cares if we lose this territory? Not a big deal. Next battle. Okay. There we go. So this is the end result. We lost a little bit more than I wanted to. Lost quite a bit of planes from some AA guns and one of the United States tanks. Either way, though, we gained all the territories. We've gained the cities. We have enough victory points. We win at the end of the United States turn, which is a bit of an issue, but at the same time, not that big of an issue, right? So we're going to go ahead and move those guys up there. These two fighters, where can we put them? I mean, does they have anything over here? United Kingdom still has some stuff down here, but that's pretty much dead. Don't know why Japan, literally the entire game, they're like, oh, correspond here, but they haven't done anything there. Either way, yeah, we'll just fly those two there. Actually, no. We'll fly them up here, so they're a little bit closer. Bombers, we're gonna move them there. AA gun, we're gonna move here as well, just because I don't think they don't have any planes anyway, so it doesn't matter. Again, if we lose this territory, whatever. Hopefully they'll attack it. If they don't, not a big deal. We're going to slowly move those guys back down. My battleships, I'm going to keep them where they're at, and that should pretty much do it. That should hopefully defend us from Germany being taken. Italy, though, unfortunately, I've got, guys, my mobilization, and that's it. So my 3 tanks will go in Italy, and my 2 battleships will go up here. So we should have 5 battleships. And again, like I said, all we got to do is hold everything now, pretty much. If we lose 1 or 2 territories, not a big deal. We still win. Okay. As you can see here, we have 107 attack power, just as Germany. As a whole, we have 202, which is amazing. Um, Allied forces only have 105. United States really is extremely powerful. Their biggest ally, though, right now is their navy. Once we get rid of their navy, they're pretty much done. The United Kingdom is on its last leg and has been on its last leg for a while. They're just lucky that they're on an island and the United States is able to protect them. Um, because if they weren't, this game would have been over probably a bit sooner because I could have taken out. Oh, they didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. It's up to the United States to do something. So we'll see what happens here. Then I'll fill you guys in. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, the United States pretty much gave up. They didn't even attempt to attack. Obviously, there really wasn't much that they could do. Again, though, they should have taken their stuff and attempted to attack Italy. I don't know if they could reach with bombardment, and unfortunately, this is even a bigger bummer. There should be an option to continue if you want, and then there should also be the option to go back and view the map. I can't view the map, which is what I want to do, so I have no idea what would have happened next. Again, though, as you can see, 69. Nice. Got national production of 69. Beautiful. Um, if this game was to continue on for just a little bit longer, we would eventually take out the United Kingdom, take over parts, the pretty much everything except for mainland United States. United Kingdom would still only be holding on to like Canada and maybe Madagascar because I'm not going after that place. And then from there, it'd all be downhill for the United States. It would take us a while to break through. We might have to build industrial complex on Canada if we took that territory or something along those lines. But either way, between me and Japan, we would eventually break through. Um, Biggest thing though, and this is interesting. When I play Axis and Allies in real life with my friends and stuff, we normally end up we don't normally play victory cities or even total domination. We kind of just play until like the Axis or the Allies realize it's unwinnable, and from there, then we just kind of quit per se in air quotes. It does get to a point where you're like, okay, there's really nothing else I can do. But it's at the point where it's like in 3 or 4 more turns they'd be conquered, but it's just going to be like a long drawn out battle. Um, but I'll tell you what, attacking Japan is one of the hardest things ever. You just need to build up battleship after battleship and transports. You just need a bunch of transports and a bunch of infantry because once Japan starts to lose, they can see that and they just fortify up their island, their mainland. Okay, it's going to take you some time to eat away at his money production, and by then he's probably already got like 15 or so infantry on the island. Do you understand how hard it is to kill 15 infantry when you're attacking with transports that can only send 2? Okay, it's crazy stuff. I haven't noticed it too much in this, but that's mainly again because the AI has been playing as Japan, and they haven't really been losing too much. The 2 games I've played anyways, I've played as the Axis and or Japan and Germany, so we haven't gotten to see that. But I am curious to see what happens if I do try to do a total domination. Again, though, I think there should be that middle ground where we can either do victory cities or and once you do victory cities, I think I should be able to continue to play. But either way, thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys all in my next episode.